Hello, and welcome to my channel. In this movie, I'll show you 3 women find it difficult to cope with strong words. Don't worry, these aren't just odd lines. These are tactics meant to grab. Pay attention, pique people's interest, and build a relationship that will last. For those who want to improve their deals with people and stands out, and you've come to the right place. Stay put because these moves will help you win anything. Talk about why this issue is important. Let's face it, this is the real world. Everyone is always chatting and posting. It's difficult to stand out when scrolling. However, in the context of dating, connections that stand out and make first impressions are more important than ever. This is where the power of words comes in. Play the appropriate news at the appropriate time. Time can shed light on the current situation, and pay attention. And here's where one of its central concepts is associated with Stoicism. Being in charge of yourself is the essence of philosophy. And clear talking to the Stoics, I believed that we had the ability to regulate our responses. Being true to ourselves and the world around us is important. We adhere to our own set of rules. I am getting to know and bond with women. That's the important thing. It's not about using tricks or being manipulative, it's about being truly present and how to talk in a way that builds. Look at this movie, and trust me. I will demonstrate 3 different types. Science has proven these lessons to get people interested and set them off strongly. This isn't just an emotional reaction. First part tips on why texts get. They're not focusing on what they're discussing. Building long-lasting relationships based on the same idea that makes us want to. We aim to become the best versions of ourselves by the end of this. After watching the video, you'll understand how to use it immediately. These words will have an effect that lasts. Are you prepared to harness its power? Talk. Talk to people calmly and make sure you're comfortable. Do not overlook it once more before we begin. Please subscribe if you're interested. Are you prepared to alter your approach? Building connections with the not giving up every video is a positive step. Taking control of your thoughts and stronger, more important ties between all of. Now let's get to part 1. Why messages are ignored right before we be direct and engage in a discussion. How can I send text to women? We need to pay attention, so let's take a step back. Determine the reasons behind the frequent loss of notes in the shuffle. If you really want to, you need to get better at getting women to like you. Attempt to understand why so many people fail. Even when you believe you're doing everything is fine. So let's break it down. Consider this for a moment. Each day, the woman's phone is full of texts, alerts from family, friends, and social networks. It's similar to any other type of media work. You name i.e. information is arriving steadily. From all sides, so how do you make it? Ensure that your idea remains intact. How do you get through that flood? Make noise and tell her to stop looking at you. Care about it. It begins with, we are trying to figure out why so many texts get through. Trust me, I ignored you in the first place. You already know how to avoid these traps. Take the lead in this endeavor. It doesn't feel personal, so let's discuss this topic as it holds significant importance. Did someone ever send you a message? It appears to have reached a large audience. It's like other people, not just you. I am reading a potential scratchy, "How's your day?" I truly believe they are asking you to say yes. You likely ignored those, correct? Women desire a sense of visibility. Known and unique, it's not just about a text message that says, "Hey, I see you and know what's important to you." When a standard message is sent, it doesn't look like you're even trying. Connect with someone, but when you make it your own, whether it's she is paying attention to something she values. It's like revisiting a conversation from the past. I sense that you are not just another person. Guy, in your direct messages. I'm someone who I have the opportunity to get to know you better. Marcus Aurelius demonstrates the application of Stoicism. A famous Stern scholars have extensively discussed the concept of identity, being in the present time, and giving your pay close attention to what's in front of you. So don't just text a woman, send out some random blank words and write them down. Put yourself in her shoes and be careful. Work hard to create something. On a daily level, It's about focusing your energy on making her feel like Val valued her, just like the Stoics emphasize how crucial it is putting thought into everything we do. For a second, let's not make you feel anything. People act based on their feelings. The message does not evoke any emotion in her. Whether it's intrigue or delight, even a small spark of attraction is enough. They are going to be ignored because of how they feel. What moves us? You've probably felt when you read a message that makes sense, your heart beat a little faster, right? It's not about the power of an emotional hook telling you something. It's about when you can elicit a response from her. Feel something, even if it's just for a moment. Second, you're not just another guy. When you text her, you come across as someone who stands out. Stoic thinkers, like Epictetus, taught us how important it is to manage our having feelings and moving within mind. This doesn't mean you should send very deeply felt. Let's find balance in our words. Your message made me feel the right way. Remember to always keep your emotions in check. Being smart is one of the Stoic qualities. So keep that in mind as you write. The message should feel real, not forced. I got 3 terrible times. This one is tough. The timing of an event can significantly impact its outcome. Have you ever written a message? I waited and didn't hear anything back. I feel like you're looking at your phone and did I say something wrong? The truth may be easier to understand. It's all about when you sent it. Women had their own routines, emotions, and due dates are all important considerations. She gets the message at the wrong time, while having a tough day at work, or she might be busy with something else. It's easy to overlook the importance of time in supply chain management. Both ISM and the Stoics were aware of this. It is crucial to make the correct decision. There is a time to talk, to move, and to listen. It's important to remain silent when conversing with someone. Pay attention to the woman's feelings, in the same way that Stoics do you. At times, it's best not to push things. Selecting the appropriate approach is crucial. I have the opportunity to speak with her at her most relaxed. It's boring, but I'm willing to listen. To be honest, no one likes if your message sounds the same as everyone else's. It will become repetitive. The other one will be ignored. You should know that. Consider how many times you've changed. It's a clear and normal word. You're not interested in answering. What people, especially women, tend to be drawn to things that feel we generate innovative concepts that offer a slight variation. It's not the norm if your words are too. Every day, you'll simply blend into is where Stoicism can really help you rest, help you stand out, but the Stoics didn't. Part 2. The secret message about they were in harmony on the brink of life. I am writing with sincerity and with a goal in mind. Take a cue from this in a world full of messages. The Calm Playbook doesn't just send. What you need to do is make your words matter, count, use your mind and imagination to give you something new and useful being paid attention to. So why do words not paid attention to? Because they're too lack of an emotional hook. Hit at. It's either the wrong time or just plain dull. Don't worry though. You have the tools to avoid these mistakes. Now move on to the next step. Makes words that don't just not only be noticed, but also make a difference. And when you combine these ideas, Stoic advice. You're not just getting better, you're getting better at talking to people. We call this method of thinking and handling partnerships. Now that we understand why, everything is complete. People are ignoring you. So it's time to take action. Step up your game and start writing letters. That stands out. Once you know why, trust me. How simple is it to stay put and dive? How to make sure you're never. Again, we missed section 2 of the mystery. Message. Okay, let's get to the first kind of text message that will make you get her attention and continue. Have you ever attempted to decipher a puzzle message? Get a woman's attention. I am interested in understanding how difficult it can be able to cut through the noise of everything else. I'm busy and everyone else is too, but I got a message that said I'm like a secret weapon. Remember the last time I have something for you? Someone said. I have something to tell you, but I'll explain it later. It's almost annoying, right? You want the answer, but they won't give it to you. to you at the same time that your mind can't. The power lies in not thinking about Tithe's secret message, draws people in sight, engages them, and maintains their focus. Why does this work so well? Let's break it down. Our brains are programmed to seek closure at a specific moment. We don't know something, mostly something that feels we can't help but want to. It's called the scientists who study the information gap theory. Say, when what we know isn't enough, our minds naturally gravitate toward what we want to know. Attempting to fill it up is overwhelming. It's as simple as picking up a TV show. Every show concludes with a significant question. You can't wait for the next part. You'll do almost anything to get it right. Find out. This is the riddle is based on psychology. This message works like a dream. Use it when dating. And let's be honest about relationships. You like the woman you're talking to. It's not always sufficient to simply express something, things that will make her want them. Find out more if you can make that happen. She will be intrigued by what you have to say. You're almost there, for example. Have you ever sent a short text message? The experience was sweet and tipped off to something bigger. The right moment can reveal an intriguing little secret. Go a long way. Just picture telling her I thought of something that could I'm not trying to change the way you see things. I'm uncertain about your readiness for the next step. What will she do next? She is hooked and needs toil. Understand what you're referring to. About saying I had planned to tell you, but I think I'll wait for the right moment. And now she's ready. She starts to wonder what it could be. Mentally going over the conversation, find out what you know about her. Doesn't, and guess what? This isn't just an emotional investment. About keeping things secret for the sake of, it's about making people feel uncomfortable. What is happening in the world of attraction? Keep it tense to draw someone in. We are one step closer to the secret message sparks. That tension makes her want more. How do you write the best mystery? Bear in mind that balance is key. Not giving away too much is important. You might give away the secret, but you also, I don't want to leave her all alone. In the shadows, there is a powerful hidden message. Just enough to make you interested, but not, it is sufficient for her to receive the correct response. Without further ado, here are some possibilities. Do excellent things when dating. I just learned something new about you. I think you'll find it intriguing, but I'm unsure if it's appropriate to share it yet. She still wonders what you did. I understand, but why are you withholding it from me? I've noticed something about you, been dying to talk about, but I think I'll hold off on this until the right time. Makes her wonder what it is, and when it was the right time. So, why wait? I learned something about you, but I'm not sure if I'm ready to share it yet. She can't wait to hear what you have to say. I now know how can I make sure this word gets through? It arrives at the perfect moment for messaging a secret message to a friend, works best when it doesn't feel forced. It's not about getting rid of vague words. Every time, it's about making just the level of interest was just right, at the right time. Like some time ago, I had a conversation with her. You can tell the talk is getting slower. You don't want to be too direct or quick, but you don't want to lose a puzzle arrived at the perfect moment for her. Messages can rekindle her interest, bring her back in, or if you're just getting to know someone better, having a secret early on can make her feel like you're not what you seem to be. You're not just another guy with is it a dull pickup line or an overused, hey, how is your day going you, who knows how to pee and has dead depth. The Stoics teach us that we should pay attention to what's inside our bodies. Take charge and avoid wasting time on unnecessary tasks. We can't make changes in this case. This is an important part of relationships. You can't change the compliment statement. What she does with every word, and you can't make someone be. You have the freedom to select your level of interest. How you talk and how you present yourself is important. Here's where the secret message comes in. You're not in a rush for a game. Answer. You're not sending a message. I sent a message hoping to hear back. You're instead being self-disciplined. By writing her words, which hold pay attention to her and encourage her to think without interruption, to put it bluntly, this is overcommitment. Exercising self-control and being aware, message sending. You're making her think. About, but don't let yourself get overcome by the urgent need. Proof that the secret message isn't for enjoyment, it's simply about maintaining a sense of mystery. A way to get inside people's minds cause mental stress and drive being interested in relationships. And particularly when dating, maintaining interest is crucial. Friend, if you can get a woman to want to get to know you better, you're almost there. We're getting closer, so try it out. The next time you text someone, you want to send her a mundane text message. Be curious and discover how much more she receives a proposal, so keep that in mind. Keep the stoic way of thinking in mind. When communicating, let go of the outcome and focus on the process. Keep your attention focused on making real connections. Now is the time to master secrets. Don't hesitate to provide feedback. Think about it. It's a game. Share or right before we go back in. If you find this helpful, please click the link. The like button helps YouTube users share this. More guys need it, and it keeps going. The material is coming quickly and for free. Thank you. It truly does make a difference. Return to part 3 of the series. Thank you message. Okay, let's talk. Consider a powerful tool that can assist you. Connect with women in a genuine way. Thank you for your message, but this isn't yours. Normal, you look excellent today. No, we're not going swimming. More deeply into compliments things that bond and leave a lasting impression. Just take a moment to think about it. Have you ever received positive feedback about yourself? Just hit you in a way that felt not like the normal one, Not like the normal one, That truly made you feel seen. This is what we desire, a commendation, things that can change the way I discuss a topic and provoke thought in others. I will think about you long after the talk is over. As for why comments work, here are when we praise someone, it's not just words that aren't fixed. They bring up something in your brain, actually makes dopamine, which makes you feel good. Each time you give or receive thank you, it feels like a small party of the moment, making people happy, and this makes us feel positive about ourselves. This is why giving proper praise is beneficial. They are so powerful that they can bring about positive outcomes, memorable times, but this is where a lot of many men struggle to express gratitude. To delve deeper than the surface, a simple, "You're beautiful," could make a big difference. Feel free to smile, but it won't last. If you want power, it doesn't stand out. If you really want to get the attention and power you need, we need to do more. Thought about the best way to make your commends stand out for being clear. Think of something unique you've got. She possesses more than just the obvious qualities, but something that proves you pay attention instead of saying. Why not say, "I love you"? How you walk around with such, indeed, the way you present yourself is quite appealing. You deal with problems, your point of view is so refreshing. The natural power to make everyone making those around you feel at ease and important is important. When someone says something nice, it stands out. Because they pay attention to her personality, she expresses her thoughts and influences the emotions of others. I think it's a lot stronger than just making comments about how she looks. This kind of praise makes her feel good. It's clear that you appreciate her for who she is. Voici what she looks like. Here's when many men attempt something. They often fail. It's challenging to impress someone when flattery is clear. If your praise seems forced or too much, she'll be able to see right through the top. Instead, focus on what you truly admire her. The more real you are, it will hit home more if you praise someone. When you pay attention to the little things, like how kind she was to her, it's amusing how she is always there for you. Other people need help too. You're not just by congratulating her, you're recognizing there are things about her that truly make her unique. Now, those are praises that stick. Let's finish this off with a bit of stoic knowledge based on stoicism. We shouldn't focus on fixing external issues. Look for approval from within. Things like knowledge and courage are virtues, fair play and moderation. Be kind and don't just say thank you. Pay attention to things, like beauty. Instead, focus on her. Describe her behaviors and traits. That's what sets her apart from a stern individual. This aligns well with my perspective. The thought of being in charge of by complimenting their feelings and deeds. As a genuine individual, you're more than just showing that you value them for who they are, but which also shows your own self-control. Someone who is calm would say that a man who can respect someone else's values without looking for approval, for he is a man who has achieved his goals, feelings, and built real character. The unexpected praise came at the right time. This is the golden nugget, possessing all the essential elements. When compliments work best is when they appear out of nowhere. Think about texting her in the middle of the night, of the day, just to say, "I love how calm and collected you are all the time. I truly admire that about you." It makes me think of how, without any trouble, you lead your team, know where they're going, and see, these times don't have to be. They're big moves that leave a permanent impression. Impact. It's the unexpected recognition you didn't anticipate. Given at the right time to show your, "I'm thinking about her." And "I really care." The fact that you notice things she does. The fourth part covers the empowerment lesson. This may not be visible to others, will say a lot, and make her feel seen. And thank you. Ultimately, we are all in this together. I want to feel seen and praised. Compliments get to the heart of a person. There is a need for connection and support. When you give something, it demonstrates your care. You're tapping into something real and specific. There is something much deeper than the surface, level of interest you're putting off. See her for who she is, and that makes her unique. Feel important the next time you talk. If you like a woman, don't just praise her on the outside. This demonstrates the type of person she ISSP edifice, honest, and most of all, real. I promise you'll leave the effect is long-lasting, and it comes from a tough guide. This is the correct approach. Engage with others without resorting to superficial methods, words but through honest acknowledgement of who they are and virtues. And remember, gents, when you're not just giving a compliment, I want to make her feel positive right now. It's about bringing each other closer. The depths below the surface last for a long time. Once the discussion concludes, a timely wealth plan holds significant power. Thank you. Please try it out and let me know how it goes. What's most important about the comments? If you've ever received any praise, I'd be interested in hearing, i.e. look forward to hearing your stories. And don't forget heartfelt commendation. Look at how it changes how do you talk to the women you meet? Part 4. The message of empowerment. Now let's talk about one of the most you can send powerful words to someone. There's something that no woman can ignore: to give people power. Now I would like to express my admiration for her. In a general sense, I mean a word that really hits home and makes her feel able to see and ready to take on She finds a word that resonates with her, finds her inner potential, and gives her she may not even feel better about herself. Know what she wants. Let me ask you, think back to a time when someone really made you feel better. Something appreciated was said or advice given. That gave you confidence that you could handle it. This is what happens when you feel that way. We want, but here's the catch. This type of language is extremely powerful. In the relationship between a man and woman, it's not just about being nice. It's about letting her know you see her is a strong, skilled person who is able to. Being outstanding isn't just about telling her how beautiful she is. This is about she was praising her spirit and strength. She could be. We all have something. There's a part of us that wants to get better so you can be the best version of ourselves. That drive, for psychologists use the term self-actualization. Ed will discuss how we aim to achieve our goals. To reach our full potential is to be human. What do you think will happen when you show a woman that you know this? You're giving her a desire for something really useful. And you're using this to inflate her ego. You're empowering something much deeper. This type of message resonates with her. More than just making someone happy, when you show a woman, it builds her trust. You trust her, and you're not just giving her more confidence, but you're also making the link between you stronger too. You let her know you see her. She is more than just beautiful. Her drive, her chances, and her strength are impressive. You're telling her, hey, I believe in you, and I'll be here for you as you grow. That's how you create something unique. I'm unable to establish a connection. How can I send a message? Like this, which really hits home. Let's break it down into steps that you can take. Will help you reach her heart. And therefore, one should start by encouraging others, seeing her strengths as strengths. You shouldn't just say something like, "You're great. That's nice, but it doesn't hit the mark." Instead, be clear. Let her know that you believe in her. Raise your game, for instance. I understand the enormity of this task. I understand your situation right now, but I observed your approach. I've experienced challenging times in the past, so I understand you have what it takes to beat this. You've been working hard. I can tell. Work is paying off. Trust me. Have the skills to make it. These words serve a purpose beyond mere expression. For now, they're making her feel good. I meant to make her believe in herself. Being able to win every time you give her strength, you're helping her believe. She needs to focus a bit more on herself. It's not about giving people power over the future. It's about the present moment. Bringing attention to her possible conversation about what can she do or where can she go, even if she's having trouble at this is a moment of praise that looks to the future. Not only drives her, but also helps her. I can already see the bigger picture. What a difference you've made. And I'm excited to see where you'll be. In a month, you'll have been wonderful growth. I'm sure you'll. In a few weeks, you'll be amazed when you look back. Consider how far you've come. The things you're giving her are for her future. Prepare yourself to inform her. Right now, it's just a stop on the way to 3 even better things make it. Personality is the key to a true sense of power. The message makes it personal, and anyone can read it. Send a "I love you" text message. Unique message is what really, it's important to talk about what makes her special, or some of her special accomplishments. Never give up on your goals, no matter what. When things get bad, I really admire that kind of, I have always been amazed by your determination. What do you do when things go wrong? Grace, it's clear that you're meant to be. For something wonderful, the more you make them special and unique. The more you text her, the more she'll like you. Are you certain you've seen her and aren't just saying that? There are several things you can do to make her like you. I am appreciating the diligence, resilience, and having said that, let's conclude this discussion. Go back to Stoic ideas because the Stoics knew a thing or two about conclusion. Using Stoicism in your work. Relationships, words that make them feel good. Thought that real strength comes not from outside approval, but from a Stoic would have strong morals and beliefs. Tell you that the worth of a person isn't not by how other people see them, but by why do people think the way they do? The strength to endure, flourish, and act with all reason to send an empowerment message that you're basically identifying she has faith in her own strength and chances, just like the Stoics did. You are recognizing her ability to deal with challenges, to help them grow through hard times, and to live with the goal of doing so. You're not only there for her, but also demonstrating that you know the more rules for self-mastery. And now it gets even more interesting. More deeply, a man who sends these kinds of messages that show Stoic morals, he doesn't want IM for himself. Instant satisfaction or approval. His attention is now on the building, something long-lasting and important. He helps her see how valuable she is. He is developing his own sense of inner peace. Strength. Then why is this so important, and what do men and women do with each other here? The truth about how women like to feel. They want to feel like they're in charge. Be able to accomplish amazing things. They want a person who has faith in them and can see what they could be, but it's not about compliments when you demonstrate this to a woman, you empower her. It intensifies when you witness her strength. Your link. You're telling her that. She's more to you than that beautiful face you're showing her. You know her as a girl with special traits, dreams, and skills. And that's the kind of friendship that goes below the surface. Would you like to get together and do something meaningful next? As you converse with a woman, consider how can you empower her. She's going through a difficult period. She only wants to reach a new goal. No matter what it is, take a moment to remember. Tell her how wonderful she is and what she's able to do. And don't just tell her. Show her. Tell her you believe it. And trust me, she'll do it. Consider the impact your actions had on her. You'll be known as someone who he sees her for what she is, so there you go. There are 3 types of messages available. Change the way you connect in everything. When it comes to women, whether it's the truth of a mysterious letter is revealed, message of praise, or the confidence, making an empowering message stronger. These plans do more than just get people's attention, but also make your relationship stronger and include these in a useful way. Taking Stoic ideals to heart, you're not just interacting with, when you talk to each other, you build a bond based on being real, showing respect, and understanding. If this movie helped you, please share it. Make sure to click the like button and sign up for the channel to get more tips on how to master conversation and enjoy the show, and remember to turn it on. Alerts will make sure you never miss a video. Come on, let's keep growing. I'll see you then. See you in the next one.